Oh, Coach Burke, man. He's an awesome, joyful human. We have a good relationship, not only as my coach, but as I'd consider him a friend as well. He's gonna be there for you when you need it, and he's gonna kick you in the butt when you need a little bit of juice. So that's a great dude. He holds me at a high standard, and he holds everybody at a high standard. So Coach Burke's a good man.
Kevin Burke, a guy that came from Ohio, went to a small school, Division III, but went to a powerhouse in Mount Union, and was a really successful quarterback and a great player. What he has is he has that from the dirt mentality of he had to work for everything he got. He really earned it as a player, and he's instilled that into his guys. You think about the success that Lonzo Gilliam and Lan Larison, two of the greatest running backs to ever play here, have been under his guidance. I think we're really lucky to have Kevin, and I think you can see that from the success his positions had.
Kevin Burke, coach of running backs here at UC Davis. I've been here, this is going on my 4th year. I was fortunate enough to actually play for Dan Hawkins, the previous head coach at Davis, for Team USA back in 2015. He caught wind of me. He called a national championship game of mine back when I was a player in Division III. But he asked me to play for him. We built a relationship from there, and then a couple years later, 2021-ish, he asked me to volunteer for him back then, and yeah, took it. 10 days later, moved from Ohio to California and didn't look back. I would say I kind of teeter on being both competitive and fun. At least I try to be, right? There's a fine line between being too competitive sometimes and being too lackadaisical, and so I think, I just go back to the phrase that I was always taught at Mount Union in college, which is own your own development, right? And so I like to give our players the resources to get the job done, but not hold their hand in that process. So that's a pretty big philosophy of mine of having the internal motivation to achieve their goals, whatever those may be. This place is different, and I think you can feel it and see it by talking to a whole bunch of people. But I don't think you're gonna get quite the experience like you can get here anywhere else in the country, with the combination of academics, athletics, and then the people that are in the building. I mean, Coach Plow all the way down to, player number 110, right? Like, every single person, support staff, nutrition, strength and conditioning, they care about the growth and the development of the players here. So, whenever I'm long and gone and moved on past Davis, I'm definitely gonna be pushing guys that I think they care about football and they care about who they are as human beings and their growth. I'm gonna be pushing them to Davis, man. This place is special. It's different.